This is episode number 5 of the Online Playmaker Sessions. This week's episode is with one of the youngest and most successful internet millionaire superstars in our industry, and one of the happiest people you'll ever get to hang out with, Shaqir Hussyin.
Welcome to the Online Playmaker Sessions. This is the place for the latest what's working now strategies from the best online playmakers, the top marketers, the rising stars who are making it happen right now. Every week, you'll get real, actionable lessons that you can take and apply immediately in your business, delivered in short 20-minute sessions. Our focus is your results. Here's your host, entrepreneur, world-class trainer, and marketing strategist, Norbert Orlowitz.
Hello, online playmakers. If this is your first time tuning into the Playmaker Sessions, thank you for choosing us, and don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, and if you prefer video, our YouTube channel at onlineprofitplaybook.tv. As with all of our episodes, we have all the show notes, transcripts, and actionable tips over on the blog. Just head over to www.onlineprofitplaybook.com. You'll also be able to get access to my complimentary 5-video tutorial series on building the proper foundation for your online business, as well as several other free trainings, including my Instant Income Multiplier tutorial. And if you're ready to multiply your results fast, check out the premium membership of our Online Profit Playbook, where our guests open up their closely guarded playbooks and walk you step by step through the exact marketing funnels and sales process they use to build their audience, grow their influence, and make sales. Get the coveted Online Profit Playbook today. Just head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers. Okay, let's get started with this week's session. Shaqir Hussyin is one of the youngest and most successful internet millionaires in our industry today. He's the founder of the #1 done-for-you traffic agency, soloadsagency.com, and a top $1 million earner inside of 2 different leading home business communities. Shaqir serves his massive audience of over 110,000 loyal subscribers all around the world with his daily emails, legendary webinars, high-value done-for-you marketing services, digital training courses, live events, his exclusive high-level masterminds, and his infectious smile and personality. Shaqir's businesses are on track to earn him $1 million in monthly revenues this year. But more than the money, Shaqir is on a mission to impact the lives of millions around the world and personally help to create 100 six-figure marketers and 10 millionaires in just the next year. This week's Online Playmaker, Shaqir Hussyin. All right, welcome back, everyone. It's Norbert Orlowitz here with another edition of the Playmaker Sessions, and today I am super excited because I've got with me a very special guest from the UK. This is a gentleman that I've gotten to know just over the last little while here, and his results speak for themselves. And I'm just honored that he's been able to take 1 hour out of his time here and sit down with me and share with us his wisdom and knowledge and experience. The one and only Shaqir Hussyin. How you doing, Shaqir?
I'm doing very well. How are you, Nob?
Awesome. I'm fantastic and really excited about this. And what we want to do is we want to jump right in here. I've got just several questions for you, and hoping to just share a lot of your wisdom with the viewers and the listeners here today. So we're going to jump right into it. And what I want to do, first of all, is, you've been having success for years now. You're a multi-million-dollar earner in several different opportunities. I know you just had like one of your biggest months. I think you cleared over $600,000 in sales in 1 month. So, you're at a super, super high level right now, but it wasn't always like that for you, was it?
Absolutely not. I'd love to say, yeah, it was just, I pushed a couple of buttons and overnight I became rich, and I had 110,000 subscribers from all over the world. But, it doesn't work like that. And yes, there was a lot of tough learning curves. There was a lot of lessons that I discovered. And today, I guess we're going to discuss some of those so that your viewers can get a faster, easier, and much more simplistic way to reach their goals than maybe what I've gone through or what you've gone through.
That would be ideal. So what I want to do to start off here is I want to ask you to go back several years, and I want you to think about what was that breakthrough, or what were the breakthroughs, the aha moments, or maybe the mental shifts that really helped to take you from struggling to finally starting to get results? What were the actions that you took? What was the shift? What were the breakthroughs that happened at that moment? Because we all had it. There was this moment of just like, whoa, and all of a sudden things start happening. What was that for you?
So, as you probably know, or your listeners will probably know, that I'm the founder of a website called soloadsagency.com. And Solo Ads Agency basically provides people with done-for-you traffic to grow their internet-based, home-based business, right? And, everyone thinks, oh, I just came up with Solo Ads Agency to create a business. The cold, hard truth was, that was what got me into this game. I remember when I first got started online, for 9 months, all I did was just stay up all night, get laughed at by my friends and family. I was spending more money than I was making. I was jumping from website to website. I had like 100 tabs open. I was checking what's on Facebook, what's on Twitter, what's on Skype. And I was saving my money, not to buy clothes or to go out partying. It was saving my money to buy the next guru product launch. And that was my life for a solid 9 months. I had dropped out of university my final year, and I stopped my construction job because I thought I was going to be a plumber. And I stopped all of those things to get into the online marketing space. And I remember maxing out my credit cards because I knew I had to invest in myself. And I started making a little bit of money here and there, nothing consistent. And my biggest breakthrough was, when it comes to traffic and making money, was I started making a little bit of money, and I had maybe a month where I did over $10,000. Okay, and I took $7,500 from that, and I invested it in a radio ad. And I remember my father telling me very clearly, Shaq, you made some money, calm down. And I'm like, you don't understand. I've cracked the code, and I'm going to be rich, And I didn't listen to him, and he said, just calm down, take things one step at a time. And I was like, no, I'm going to go spend this money. And at the time I had, a couple of friends that we all started internet marketing together, very close friends. They actually introduced me to internet marketing because they had gone to live events. And I spent $7,500, and I bring back $25 in ROI. And I'm like, God, like my soul was ripped out. It was like the most painful experience. I mean, I'm smiling now, but trust me, I was not smiling back then. Okay. So I'm thinking to myself, what on earth am I supposed to do right now? I'm learning SEO, PPC, Google AdWords, social media marketing, press release marketing, article marketing, Twitter marketing, Skype marketing, in-person marketing, how to recruit people. I was learning everything. And I thought to myself, if I learn everything, if I become a jack of all trades, obviously I'm going to make money. Obviously I'm going to, instead of one way of getting traffic, I'm going to know how to get 10 ways of getting traffic. And all of that led to frustration, overwhelm, and broken promises to myself, to everyone around me, until I stumbled across what solo ads is. Okay. And I find a guy, I build up a relationship with him. He was from ClickBank. Back in the days, ClickBank had a huge marketplace, and I became very good friends with him. And after building this relationship, I invested $5,000 with him on a solo ad. I do this solo ad, and I get my buddy, a guy called Aaron Parkinson. He comes on, and this was like 5 years ago, right? This was 5 years ago. A guy called Aaron comes on to the webinar, and myself, and we do this webinar, and I'm in Las Vegas. I think it was my first or second time I was in Las Vegas, second time actually, and I'm doing this webinar. I have absolutely no idea what the heck I'm doing, because it's like my first ever sales webinar. And at the end, I have all of these orders, right? And I make over $5,000 just in front end sales. And I go downstairs, and there's this guy called David and Michael, and the company owners are there, and there's even Mike Dillard there. And some of these guys are coming up to me, congratulating me, because I had just recruited 28 people in 60 minutes. And on the front end, I made around $5,000. So initially my ad cost was covered. Now, what that also led was a series of applications and a series of upsells. People investing a lot more, thousands of dollars on the back end. And within 3 months, I turned that tiny little 5K solo ad into $72,000. You could say that was a big aha.
Wow.
That was a game changer. That was my biggest breakthrough. And I became so passionate about solo ads. I started investing into solo ads, learning every single thing, how to convert with solo ads, how to maximize my solo ads, how to track effectively, how to measure my money metrics. And then I quickly started making 6 figures online. And then I started making 7 figures. And once I was making 7 figures, I think it was during that time, maybe around 2009, 2010, I set up soloadsagency.com to help other people get traffic. And then very quickly, we became the #1 provider for done-for-you solo ads in the home business industry. So thousands of people, literally, I don't know how many, probably tens of thousands of people started watching my training videos, coming to my websites. #1, I was making money from my business opportunity, from my network marketing, internet-based business. And on the side, I had set up this traffic agency, which I was now helping people from all over the world get done-for-you traffic. So that's been kind of my thing. Everyone in the industry kind of knows me as a solo ads expert. I've now then gone on to build Empire Network, $1.5 million in commissions, probably, and then did with Mob, I made over $2 million in commissions. And by the time I was 26, I did over $10 million in this industry. And I can point, half of it probably came because of the power of that breakthrough. It wasn't just necessarily solo ads. It was that breakthrough that led to solo ads. And now I think, and I'm probably biased, I don't care, the most highest responsive loyal newsletter on my newsletter. I mean, every single day I email my newsletter. Every email I write and I craft and I send to my newsletter pulls in, $20,000 to $25,000 every single day, like clockwork. Consistent, reliable, predictable income. Whether I work an hour a day or 10 hours a day, it usually brings in around $20,000 to $25,000 a day. So, that newsletter is very powerful to me. It's very close to my heart. I spend a lot of my time emailing my list.
Yes, and I'm on your list, and those are the emails that I open up almost every single morning. Not only because they're entertaining, and I love your emails because they're entertaining, but I also learn so much from them as a marketer. Because you're selling in every single one of your emails, which is amazing. You've found a really good balance between providing value and being friendly and being personal, and also just selling every single day as well, because that's what we're in the business of doing. So let me ask you, Shaqir, that's an awesome breakthrough, first of all, and I hope you guys got that, from being distracted in lots of directions to focusing and mastering one certain technique. And now you're known as the solo ad, the master. We come to you for traffic. You provide leaders in the industry with traffic and with training on solo ads. So let me ask you now.
Go carry on.
Let me ask you now, as far as your activities, because I see a lot of marketers out there keeping really busy, doing a ton of different things. There's always new things that we're supposed to be doing. Like now there's Periscope, so everyone's doing Periscope. And it just seems like there's so many things to do in a day. But I find so many people are doing things that aren't producing results. So Shaqir, it's the 80-20 rule. What are the main activities that you do on a consistent basis that provide you with the biggest results?
So recently I started doing webinars again. In the beginning I used to do webinars, and then I realized it just takes a lot of my time. And when I do webinars, they are legendary. Everyone loves them. I have a great turnout. People will come on and stay for literally hours and hours and hours. Right till the end. And if I offer something to buy, they are quick to snap it up. What's my daily core activities? It's #1, emailing my list. It's #2, finding ways to improve my sales funnels. #3, doing presentations, whether on stage in front of thousands of people, hundreds of people, or via webinars, or via private workshops. I do little boot camps right now. I'm actually in my penthouse, and I have this sweet penthouse in the heart of London. People come here, they spend $5,000, $15,000, and they get a done for you, completely made business in a box, ready to walk away when they come to my penthouse. And so I do, workshops and private masterminds like that. Excuse me. I also spend time with a very high level mastermind group that I have called Shaqir Hussyin Inner Circle. And I spend probably about an hour, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more with clients from that. Those guys invest anywhere from $25,000 all the way up to $100,000. So I spend some good time with them. But it's important, and that question always gets you, the person, into trouble. So I'm going to give you some trouble right now, Norbert, because I think that's the wrong question to ask. Everyone that asks me that question, because see, when I was getting started, I was doing different activities, and most of you guys are listening aren't probably making $20,000 a day or $600,000, $700,000 a month like myself. So it's very different. So the question is, Norbert is going to give me a slack after this, but I don't care, because I want to give as much value to the readers. And Norbert is probably asking me this question because he wants to know what I'm doing. But the question is, Shaq, if you were starting out and you wanted to make your first $10,000 a month or $30,000 a month, what are the core activities that you'll be focused on?
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to answer that question.
Let's do it.
I can see Norbert already going red, guys. Okay, so that question is, how much do you want to be making a month? In our industry, after building a subscriber list of over 110,000 subscribers, I figured out this by now, that on average, if you get 20 to 30 good targeted leads per day, okay, 30 leads per day, that's around 1,000 subscribers a month, okay? 30 leads per day, and if you are promoting a high ticket business opportunity, maybe you're selling $2,000 to $10,000, $20,000 products, then you should be making a consistent 6 figures per year. If you get 20 to 30 leads a day, let's say 30 leads a day, 30 leads a day, that's 1,000 leads a month, okay? From 1,000 leads, if you look after them well, if you mail them daily, if you do webinars, if you connect with them on social media, if you add value to them, if you make videos, those few things, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make at least $10,000 a month, which is a 6-figure income. Okay, so I would recommend you guys do this. Figure out how much you want to make per month. So let's say your money metrics forecasting is to make $10,000 a month. That means from $10,000 a month, you need to have at least $3,000 to $4,000 ad budget. Now, you don't have to have this every single month. I always recommend you have $3,000 to $4,000, maybe even $5,000 a month for 3 months, because it will take you 90 days to reach momentum. Most people don't do this, right? For you to go from $0 to $10,000 a month, it will take a consistent amount of effort over a period of time. And I've worked out that period of time is anywhere from 30 to 90 days. Most people in our industry can't even focus for 7 days, let alone 30 to 90 days. But I can promise you this right now, if you focus on one core activity for 30 to 90 days, you will become in the top 10% of our industry. You just will. It's just how the law of success or the law of progressive results works. So I would recommend you invest $3,000 to $5,000 a month on traffic, whether it's Facebook, YouTube PPC, solo ads, or banner ads. I would also recommend that you stay very focused on getting 20 to 30, even 40 leads a day, okay? Your aim should be 30 leads per day and 1 to 3 front-end sales per day, okay? That should give you a consistent income of $10,000 per month. I have a mantra, which is mail my list daily, build my list daily, email my list daily, okay? When I was starting out, I used to email my list 2-3 times a week. I used to see other marketers mail their list once a week. After I started making money and I got from 10K to 50K to 100K a month, what took me from 100K a month to 300K a month was I went from being a leader to my list to becoming an industry leader. And that's what got me to the 7-figure, multiple 7-figure to the 8-figure level. Okay, you can make 6 and 7 figures if you're a leader to your subscribers. For you to make 7 and 8 figures, you have to become a leader in the industry. For you to go from 7 to 8 figures, you have to focus on thousands of customers. For you to go from 0 to 6 figures, you have to focus on tens or hundreds of customers. And that's basically what I would recommend you all do. So as long as you can keep that in mind, you set yourself a 90-day game plan. Every single day you focus 3 hours, clean, productive, focused energy. You can grow your business to big heights. I have a mentor, a guy called Dan Sullivan. I'm part of a very high-level coaching group called Strategic Coach. It's actually the highest level coaching group in the world for fast-growing entrepreneurs. And he talks about you can pretty much grow any business if you do 3 core activities per day. So I would recommend find time, whether you're in a full-time job or you're starting out, or even if you're doing this internet marketing full-time, instead of grinding out for 18 hours, those activities that I've mentioned, 3 hours per day. Build your list an hour a day. Make content an hour a day. Do a webinar or a sales presentation an hour a day. You do those 3 things, you do that for 90 days. I don't care what you're selling. It's easy to make $10,000 per month. You just have to stick with it.
Shaqir, that was awesome. And I'm just going to throw out a recommendation to all the listeners right now. Just hit rewind on the replay of this and listen to what Shaqir just shared there in that last 5 minutes, just a couple of times, because there are so many things that you just dropped in there that are absolute golden. And I think that right there is some incredible coaching that you just shared with everybody. I want to thank you for that. You touched on something really quickly, and then we're going to wrap this up because we're heading up to 20 minutes here. You touched on something really quickly, and I think it's something that a lot of affiliate marketers and network marketers online really miss. And you mentioned something about top tier. I see a lot of marketers really struggling to make money. They're generating leads, they're doing so much work, but they don't really have a monetization strategy. I don't think they understand how to monetize and how to build a truly profitable business. You're someone right now, $600,000 in sales in a month. You obviously know this. What advice can you give to our listeners right now when it comes to monetizing their list? And you already said email your list every day. Awesome. But what about strategically, what sort of things should we be selling? How should we be monetizing our list?
So there's 2 ways. I look at the internet marketing, affiliate marketing scene as number one, the fastest way to make money online is affiliate marketing. That's period. Selling other people's products. When we dig into affiliate marketing, there's the affiliate marketing 1.0, and then there's affiliate marketing 2.0, which, affiliate marketing 1.0 was back in the day where you can do Google AdWords and slap websites up and get ClickBank links and send traffic. That doesn't work anymore. Affiliate marketing number 2 is where you do a product, you get JVs and you do product launches. Now that same model still works, but I think it's hard for someone who's new to do. You don't have the relationships, the influence, the credibility, the big list. So how do you do one of those things? You don't have $50,000, $100,000 cash prize to throw around. So affiliate marketing number 3.0, which I kind of coined, is essentially there's 2 levels now. There's either you go through that model of trying to sell $10, $50, $100 ebooks and products, or you commit yourself and you partner up or align yourself with a top tier, a direct sales company. And there's a couple of them out. There's quite a few, but there's a couple really good ones out. Myself and Norbert are part of really high quality top tier programs. And these programs allow you to make $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 commissions on complete autopilot. And what that means is if you wanted to make $10,000 a month, you don't need to get 100 customers. You can make $10,000 a month with 2 to 3 customers. And I would rather focus on that than trying to get 10,000 customers in a month or even 100 customers in a week. I'd rather work with few people, much more committed, much more invested in their success, because it costs, there's an investment up front. But that investment is probably going to be one of the best investments you'll ever make in your life. Actually, that was one of my biggest breakthroughs as well when I was getting started. One was solo ads, and the second one was just market and promote top tier programs that pay you what you deserve, desire, and really dream about, instead of dealing with the heartache, headache, and hassles of low-end customers that give you a headache and that you have to do a lot of manual work. And anyone that's been in this industry for a long time, we've all been there. So what's the conclusion? Conclusion is invest in yourself, invest in paid traffic to grow your business, cultivate a following so that you build a responsive audience that will buy your products over and over again, and market top tier programs that will give you the commissions that you desire, deserve, and dream about. That's it for now.
Boom. Perfect, Shaqir. Shaqir, let's wrap this up. This was absolutely awesome. I just want to thank you again for being here, taking your time and sharing your wisdom and knowledge and experience with our listeners and our viewers. Really quickly, 3 tips to help all of our viewers and listeners to grow their online business. 3 quick tips. Let them have it.
Okay, awesome. Number 1, focus on 30 leads per day. Focus on 1 to 2 traffic sources per day, and do the things that are uncomfortable. Attend live events, do webinars, pick up the phone, have a conversation with your leads and subscribers, and do this most importantly for the next 90 days.
Yeah, I love that. Have that commitment. I like the way you said that. Most people can't commit for just 7 days. The secret and the key is that 30 to 90 days focused commitment. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Shaqir, thank you so much again. Obviously, we're going to have links here on the podcast to get in touch. Really quickly, throw out your website for people to get in touch with you, for those listeners that are not on the website right now.
Awesome. So you can join 110,000 loyal raving customers at Shaqir.com. That's SHAQIR.com. And if you are interested in done-for-you traffic, especially solo ad traffic, then go to soloadsagency.com. Those are my 2 main websites. Go ahead, Shaqir.com and soloadsagency.com. Get registered. There's a ton of free stuff. There's a ton of cool stuff. And most importantly, you'll be able to see exactly how I'm able to command tens of thousands of dollars per day using email marketing. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for having me here. I'm excited to hear the new success stories, and I'll be speaking to you soon, Norbert.
Brilliant. Awesome. Thank you so much, Shaqir. All right, everyone. See you on the next episode.
I hope you enjoyed this week's Playmaker session. If you love the session, subscribe now to our YouTube channel so you never miss our weekly episodes. Be sure to also subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just type in Online Playmakers in the search bar and click subscribe, and be sure to leave a 5-star review. All of the episodes, show notes, transcripts, resources, and bonuses are available on the blog over at onlineprofitplaybook.com, along with several bonus free tutorials I've created for you as well. Your fast track to results is to follow the Playmakers. You can download their closely guarded playbooks and follow them step by step to grow your influence, build your audience, and create results in your business right now. Head over to onlineprofitplaybook.com and join the Playmakers to get full access today. Thank you again for joining us today, and be sure to tune in next week as we bring you another power-packed session with the top Playmakers online. This is Norbert Orlowitz signing off.